Clark is saying, no foul, no foul. Yes, it was a foul. And Clark waving off of...
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is TFD coming at you with another one. And man, let me tell you, Caitlin Clark didn't even need to touch the ball to be the center of attention tonight. That's right, she found herself in a heated back and forth with DeWanna Bonner down in Phoenix. Yeah, you heard that right. Let's lock in, let's go. Now, Indiana is still grinding for a playoff spot. We keep hearing mixed reports. 1 minute it's Caitlin's return being close. The next it's Kayla possibly working her way back, and then Coach Steph hits us again with that day-to-day talk. Same story on repeat. But what's not repeating is Caitlin Clark ducking away from the spotlight, because even off the stat sheet, she's stirring headlines with this Bonner situation. The Fever ended up dropping this one, but man, give it up for Lexi Hull. Forget the loss for a second. Lexi played with everything she had. This is her money year, and she's proving she's worth it. I'm not joking when I say she's earned the right to be a starter, even push for a max deal. Game on the line. I trust Lexi. Caitlin, Sophie, Kelsey, sure. But Lexi? She's ice cold when it matters. And shout out to Aerial Powers too. Listen, Fever front office, make it happen. Keep her signed through the rest of the season. She's bringing energy, passion, and fight every second she's on the floor. Odyssey Sims was a solid pickup, but you need Aerial locked in too. It sucks to lose another one, no doubt. But honestly, a lot of this feels like another rerun of the Stephanie White show. Same defensive breakdowns, same coaching decisions, same frustrations. At some point, it's just tiring, man. But alright, enough about that. Let's pivot to what everybody's buzzing about. The Caitlin Clark, DeWanna Bonner drama. Alright, first, let's break this game down real quick. Fever took another L, 79-85. And let me just say this, Lexi Hull left it all on the court, man. I'm not even exaggerating. She was fighting, scratching, clawing to keep Indiana in it. Lexi ain't tanking for nothing. She don't got that in her DNA. She's out there hooping, straight up. Now with that loss, Indiana drops to 21-19 on the year. Phoenix, meanwhile, improves to 25-14. They've cleaned up their season pretty nicely, but somewhere in the middle of all that, DeWanna Bonner decides to get into it with Caitlin Clark. We'll circle back to that, trust me. Stat-wise, Lexi Hull gave us 18 points, 1 assist, 5 boards in 35 minutes. Solid work. To me, she earned starter recognition again tonight. Kelsey Mitchell? She quietly torched Phoenix for 29 points, with 4 assists and 4 rebounds. That's what I mean with Kelsey, though. She's not flashy about it. She'll just cook you without saying a word. But sometimes I wish she'd put a little more aggression out there. Nia Dantas? Man, she hit that one tough bucket. One of those shots where you just gotta nod your head like, okay, that's buckets. But outside of that, it was rough sledding. Now let's talk Phoenix for a second, because here's where my issue is. You cannot, I repeat, cannot allow 5 different players to drop double figures on you. That's just bad defense. I don't care how you slice it. Alyssa Thomas with 13. Sada Sabali with 13. Kalia Copper with 11. DeWanna Bonner with 19. And then even Sammy Whitcomb chipped in 10. That's 5 players in double digits, y'all. That's unacceptable. Coach Steph, what are we doing? Playoffs are right around the corner, and you're letting teams light you up like it's open gym. 0 adjustments, no defensive accountability. This is exactly what's killing Indiana right now. I gotta keep it real. This is on coaching. Now, let's get into the real drama everybody's been waiting on. We gotta talk about this Caitlin Clark situation, because this right here was wild. So, picture this, Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner face-to-face in the middle of the action. Yeah, that's right. Caitlin wasn't even the headline for her scoring tonight. Nah, it was this heated moment. Bonner said something, Caitlin fired right back, and you could feel the tension from the stands. No backing down, no walking away. Caitlin Clark stood 10 toes down like, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. And this is exactly why people talk about her the way they do. Whether she's dropping threes from the logo or mixing it up with a vet like Bonner, she's always in the middle of the storyline. Love her or hate her, Caitlin Clark makes sure you're talking about her.
They come up, and then you see Caitlin Clark to the right behind the coach coming out and jawing at DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner says, yeah, it was a foul. And Clark is saying, no foul, no foul. Yes, it was a foul. And Clark waving off of...
All right, here we go. Let's run this back. Can y'all hear it? Watch closely. Boom, Caitlin Clark throws that hand up like, man, get out of here with that. Straight up telling her, go take that energy somewhere else. Like, you weak now, you done. You lame for that. Referees just standing there watching it happen, like statues. And Caitlin's not backing down one bit. She's waving her off, letting Bonner know. Go cry to the refs if you want, but you not phasing me. Then it's like, okay, roll it back, right here. She's basically saying, go on over there, keep yelling, keep complaining, 'cause I'm not hearing it. You done. Bye-bye. You lame. Whole crowd reacting, refs frozen, and Caitlin Clark just standing firm, giving Bonner that cold dismissal. Straight savage. So yeah, that's pretty much the drama of the night for me, man. A couple hard fouls went down, but honestly, that's just the W at this point. That's the league. That's how it goes. Caitlin Clark out there throwing that fist pump. Nate Tibbetts losing his mind on the sidelines. Typical night in the W, you feel me? But real quick, let me give another shout out. Big shout out to Lexi Hull, bro. I can't stress this enough. Pay that woman her money. Whether she stays here in Indiana or ends up somewhere else, Lexi has earned every single dime. She's hooping through pain. She's hooping through injuries. The girl literally playing with 2 black eyes and still delivering. If that doesn't scream, give me my bag, I don't know what does. Look, Lexi doesn't need to drop 25 every night to prove her worth. What makes her valuable is she hits shots when they matter. Fourth quarter, clutch time, game on the line? I'm trusting Lexi. And I've been saying this all year long on this channel. People sleep on her, but she's been clutch all damn season. When it's time to get a bucket, I'm looking at Lexi, Sophie, and Caitlin. Sorry, Kelsey, I love you, but you be up and down too much for me. Lexi, she's steady when it counts. Now, AK said it best. This game was Indiana's to win. Second quarter was another collapse. Another disaster stretch that cost them. That's been the story too many times this season. Even with Caitlin Clark out there, these stretches hurt. And now, boom, Fever dropped back to the 8th seed again. Not gonna lie to y'all, I don't even know if this team makes the playoffs at this point. I gotta keep it real. Andy said it too, tough loss with this roster. And he's right. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And then you got Twitter blowing up about Diana Taurasi and some comments. I might dig into that tomorrow if I find out exactly where she said it. But for now, Fever Nation, I want to hear from y'all. Get down in that comment section. Tell me your thoughts. Keep those bells on. You already know the vibes.
Put that behind you and kind of focus on this one because all these games are big now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have a choice. It's just you got to move on to the next. We got to learn from it. Particularly the highlighted levels of game plan execution. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well. I thought we passed up shots. So making sure that we have that mentality that we've got to take open shots, and regardless of whether they go in or not, we still have to take them. It helps with our spacing. It helps with our offensive rebounding opportunities. So we've got to be better in that.
You talked before the road trip about wanting to get Caitlin some contact opportunities in practice. Just in the practices you've been able to have on this trip, has she been able to do contact practices or full-on practices?
No, she's just been doing mostly shooting and individual stuff, yeah.
And with only a week left in the season, do you anticipate her coming back still before the end of the regular season? Or?
That's the hope. She's working as hard as she can to make sure that she is coming back or is capable of coming back. Again, I think that the long-term, viewpoint of her health and wellness is the most important thing.